What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to the unlocking of Lopez Team of the Season. We've got to complete, of course, 4 squad battles games. Let me actually pop this kit on. We've got to complete 4 squad battles games on, I believe, world class difficulty or higher to get the Lopez card. So 3 out of 4 I've done so far. Today I'm going to play a live squad battles game to show you just how easy it is, give you some tips on how to beat the AI, and I'm actually going to be playing not on world class, I'm going to be playing on legendary difficulty. I've also picked a squad that's not the most insane. You guys probably already will have better squads out there, so as you can see here, we're going on to legendary difficulty. Now if you guys could drop a thumbs up, it would be very much appreciated. So I've gone for a full English squad for the EFL Team of the Season, just because. And yeah, I mean, you can see this team isn't great, right? Henderson, not a very good goalkeeper. Obviously, he's a Team of the Season card, but diving and reflexes are okay. Handling and positioning are okay. Generally speaking, quite low end. Nathaniel Klein, not the most insane fullback. John Stones, definitely not the most insane centre-back. This Moore card, pretty good. Very cheap to acquire through the SBC, through the League SBC, but you could use any other, any other centre-back you wanted here. Probably one of the better players on the team is the Futmas Danny Rose, but I don't even have a chem style on him. It's been the first time I've ever used him. We've gone for Theo Walcott out on the right-hand side. We've got Jesse Lingard in as one centre spot, and then Madison in on the other centre spot. Now this card, I actually really rate this card. 4-star weak foot, high medium. Really good finishing, really good long shots, really well-rounded dribbling and passing. His reactions are a little low, which is a problem because I do rate reactions as an important stat this year. But other than that, this is a solid card. We then got the Sessegnon Player of the Year / Team of the Season card on the left-hand side. We've got Akinfenwa up front, and you can see in the first 3 games that I played with him, he scored 3 goals and got 3 assists. And then last but not least, Jamie Vardy, Futmas card up top, and this again is the first time I've used him. So although some of these players are actually quite expensive or at this stage unacquirable, in terms of stats specifically, they're not like outrageous. There's no prime icons here. The highest rated card is 87 rated Player of the Year card. We've got a few in the low 80s, but mostly mid to low 80s for these cards. And this is a team that we're going to take into, let me get an English manager in here real quick. This is a team that we're going to take against the AI, so that I can show you that you do not need an absolutely sensational team to beat the AI. And it's also fair to say that the team we're playing against is the best that I had available. Not necessarily the highest rated. I think this was an 84 rated team. Yeah, this was 84 but only had 89 chemistry. But this is the best team that was there. So a 183 up for grabs. And then after completing this, we get ourselves a free Team of the Season card. And I'm going to show you guys his in-game stats, have a look at where his strengths are, what his weaknesses are, and whether or not it's actually worth your time going to get him. And I'll answer actually that immediately, and the answer is yes, it's worth your time. Even if you're not good at FIFA, I'm going to show you, I already did some, wow, he's got Anthony Martial at left back. I already did a video some time ago, like right back at the start of FIFA 18 when squad battles first came about. I did a video called how to beat legendary difficulty 7 months ago now, and that has 715,000 views. So obviously that's a video that might get a little bit more attention again right now. Now, one thing I want to show you first and foremost is that you're going to have to go into customize controls, put your defending onto legacy defending. Do not use tactical defending. Super important. Doesn't make you better at FIFA. Doesn't make you play well online or anything like that. But if you want to get this Team of the Season card as quick as possible, that's going to be very, very vital. The other thing I want you to know is that I don't have any player instructions on any of my players. You can see here it's all balanced. Everything's in the middle. And my tactics are bang average. They're exactly as they started. I haven't changed anything anywhere. I literally just built a team into the first default formation with the default tactics and the default player instructions. So there's absolutely nothing by way of special tactics or anything. Now the way I defend with legacy defending, you literally just hold A, hold sprint and A. If you want to double press, you hold B and A at the same time, and you'll notice that another defender will start trucking towards it, and you could double press. And the beautiful thing about legacy defending is that it actually, you know how with online when you hold A, it will just contain the player, and your attacker will stay a few yards away from where the ball is unless they run into you, then it will make an automatic tackle. Well, with online, it's not quite like, oh, that might be a foul. Oh, it wasn't. Vardy! He's missed it. With offline on legacy defending, they will actually just go and get the ball back. You don't have to do anything. So one of the ways I defend is I either hold B and A to defend with sprint, and then tap left bumper to switch out one of the players every now and then, because you obviously don't want to. Here'll be a perfect example of it. So see how Akinfenwa and now a change again. I've got one guy actually marking who's going to start running towards the ball, and one guy that I'm not controlling, like Sessegnon right there, who will just go step in and take the ball away. You use left bumper to switch out the player just to make sure that you're not running all the way back with your strikers, because you don't want to do that, as Akinfenwa gets a good shot off there. And then it might also be prudent to not actually double press all the time, because you will burn stamina quite quickly. So double press should realistically be used only when absolutely necessary, probably like in the final third of the field, like obviously not the attacking third, but the defensive third. That's a bad touch there from Akinfenwa. Yeah, basically want to give you some tips on how to be legendary AI. And the first thing you're going to want to do is just play safe football, safe FIFA until the second half. In the first half, the AI doesn't fall victim to drag backs or fake shots or anything like that. Or it does, like, sometimes, but generally speaking, they're very wise to the tricks, the fake shots, so on and so forth. Also, I apologise for the stadium that I'm using. I've got this like terrible shadow stadium, and I didn't even realise. They do fall victim, however, to fake shot stops in the first half. So make sure when you get down into the wings to use your fake shot stops as much as possible, because the defender will just carry on running, and you'll be able to get a nice easy pass cut on the inside. And I'll try and get an example of that up as well. But like I say, bottom line is, first half, all you want to do is just make sure you're defending well. Make sure, by using first and second man press, make sure you don't give up needless possession, and don't even try really looking for a goal. If a goal comes, absolutely fine. But you're not trying to get yourself a goal here. All you're trying to do is make it into the second half without being 1-0 down. And the reason why that's impossible, or 2-0 down, or whatever, the reason why that's something good to do is because in the second half, all of a sudden the AI starts getting panicky, they start pressing really high, they go all out attack or ultra attacking, they fall for fake shots and 1-2s and scoot turns and hill to hill flicks and stop and turns. They fall for it all, and it becomes ridiculously easy in the second half of the game to score against the AI. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to just gas your players out by sprinting all over the pitch in the first half. You obviously want that ability to defend well and attack well into the second half. Now, as you're about to see here, good tackle there from Moore as well, the AI will generate some chances, usually around 3 really good opportunities per game. That's their first good opportunity this game. So they'll likely get 2, maybe 3 more really good opportunities this game, but probably only 2 more really good opportunities this game. That would be the first one, like I say. Fortunately, it led to nothing. So now we're in a good spot for a nice fake shot stop, although he's allowed Vardy to go in there, and then Walcott should get the ball returned. And this is where the fake shot stop works. See how the defender just kept running past Walcott? Just allows me a bit of space to get in. We get the space, we take the shot, and Akinfenwa there on the rebound for the goal. So just a nice clean breakaway down the right-hand side there with Walcott. Once I got to the box, or around the box area, the fake shot stopped, the defender kept running past. Gives me time to just wait, find the run of the guy running inside. Normal occasion, you'll actually score that. The defender got a really good block in, and Akinfenwa pops in the rebound to get that first goal. And now this is going to make the game super easy for the rest of the game. The reason why, again, in the second half, what you're going to see is you're going to see the AI go very aggressive and very attacking, and it just makes it ridiculously easy to walk around them. And as you can see, as I mentioned before, I don't have the greatest team out here. Like this team, or a team similar to this, is very affordable. You don't even have to use players that I've got. Like obviously I've got Futmas, Danny Rose at left back. You can just happily use regular Danny Rose. You can use Luke Shaw if you want it. Like pace isn't all that important against the AI. I've got this Jamie Vardy card. You can just go and use the regular Jamie Vardy or the regular Gabriel Jesus, or if you want to put together a full Premier League team, that's absolutely fine. And that should be 2-0. There you go, a nice easy 1-2 between Akinfenwa and Jamie Vardy to make it 2-0. And this is against the most difficult team that I could possibly have faced. So we're 2-0 up inside 35 minutes. You might want to drop down to defensive or ultra defensive now to just make sure that your defensive lines are clean and so on and so forth. But it's absolutely unnecessary. Like, the AI makes so many mistakes, and with the way you defend, the only problem you're going to have is late game. You will have quite low stamina, especially if you don't have a good team. If you've got like a sick team already with like good prime icons and FUT Birthday Rooney or some of the old Futmas cards as well. If you've got some of the FUT swap cards in your team, if you've already got like a really sick team, then you're actually going to be okay for stamina if you've got those players already with the high stam levels. However, if you have a really average team because you might be new to FIFA or for whatever reason, and you've got like players that have low stamina or just burn stamina really quickly and really easy, you're going to struggle. You're going to notice in the last 15-20 minutes of the game that you actually have quite no stamina, like really, really low, very difficult to run, chase down people, very difficult to maintain the high pace of the game. And so using your subs, even in squad battles, could become extremely efficient. And here we go again. It should be a goal from this position just because of the fake shot stop again. See how we get a fake shot stop inside. Just makes it ridiculously easy. I didn't get the pathway. I didn't need to ball roll that, actually. That was unnecessary. But once again, watch how I defend. Look how two players chase him. He actually fake shot stop past both of them. But all I do is continue to hold the two buttons. And that would be considered then their second very good chance of the game. That was a good clean shot on target. So in my opinion, that will be the second good chance of the game. And here's going to be the fake shot stop again. And then we'll get the pass into Vardy. Oh, that is a great, great defensive tackle too. So on to the half-time mark. What you notice is, when you're looking at my team, is that a couple of the players there have super low stamina. Maddison, Walcott specifically, Nathaniel Klein a little bit too. So Maddison and Walcott will definitely be two players that get subbed off at one stage or another. You can feel free to change formation as well. When I used to play squad battles to play into the top 100, because I've actually finished top 100 many, many times in squad battles already, finishing third as my highest ever rating. One of the things I used to do was switch and start in the 3-4-2-1. And the reason why that was effective is because having two wingers on each side, because of how overpowered the fake shot stop was, having two wingers on each side was just ridiculously broken for through balls, cutting it across goal and getting easy tap-ins. So if you wanted to switch formation to something you're more comfortable with, no problem at all. It's also fair to say that two striker formations, if you don't use the 3-4-2-1, two striker formations are the next most aggressive formation, just because the 1-2s against the AI are really, really overpowered. And they're really easy to perform as well. You just get the ball up to the striker with a nice driven pass there, and then one, wait, two, and that's it. It's that simple. And Akinfenwa, can he finish it? No, he can't. That's his low finishing. If I had a chem style on him, maybe he might pop that away. But it's just super, super easy to generate chances. And again, specifically in the second half, even though I did score 2 goals in the first half, you'll see two things in the second half. You'll see fake shots start to work really, really efficiently, really, really effectively. And you'll also see the AI start to become super aggressive, especially around the 60 to 65 minute mark. And here we go again. We've got the 1-2-1 as long as the other striker's up here, which it isn't. So we have to wait for the run. There's going to be the 1-2 there. Maddison into Akinfenwa. Penref. There we go. Akinfenwa with that big strength, holding off the defender, or Ander Herrera as it was. We draw the foul. We draw the pen. I don't trust the AI on pens. I'm not going to lie. I miss considerably more penalties against the AI on squad battles than in any other game mode, anywhere, anyway. So we're going to just drill this to the bottom left. Look, it was already going, it went in anyway, but the goalkeeper was already diving before it even taken a penalty. What a cheeky little cheat. Akinfenwa gets his second of the game though, dudes. And we go 3-0 up in the 55th minute. And I just want to show you, I might cut out the last like 10-15 in-game minutes just so that this isn't like a ridiculously long video, just to show me picking up that Team of the Season player. But I want to show you guys what happens to the AI around the 65th to 70th minute, so maybe I won't. Here we go. I'm going to show you a fake shot here and how effective it is. See, there's one, there's two, and then the defender actually steps into that one. So Akinfenwa doesn't have like the most insane agility, so it's quite hard to get him to fake shot around the defenders, but he still does an okay job. I should get that ball back. It should still be mine here. The pressure that the boys are putting on is insane. Oh, he's through. This is their third good chance, and they've actually scored that one. Maybe they'll get one more good chance in this game, but as I said, typically speaking, the AI will get around 3 good chances per game. Sometimes 2, sometimes 4. More often than not, 3 is like what I've found to be the magic number. So the fact that they've already now had 3 good chances would indicate that I probably won't concede again. At the very least, I might concede one more good opportunity. Whether or not that results in a goal or not is neither here nor there. But one thing that's important to note now as well is that as we are in the 63rd minute, it's time to start thinking about substitutions, because you're going to be able to really capitalise on the AI pushing up super aggressively, especially when they get set pieces. And you'll actually find that when I was playing for top 100, what I would do a lot of the time in the last 10 minutes is I'd actually give the AI a corner, because their goalkeeper will come up, they'll be all out attack. So I'm going to take off Madison, I'm going to take off Walcott, and we're going to take off Lingard as well. Let's bring on some of those new players, just get some fresh legs in there, and I'll show you. You'll see when their formation changes. In fact, we might be able to see a formation change already if we go to the if we go to player ratings. Let's see what they're at. So they're still at 4-3-3, so they haven't changed anything yet. You can tell when they change. You'll feel it in game anyway, because it's what a lot of people consider to be momentum or scripting. You know, the AI, I was dominating them, and then all of a sudden I couldn't get close to them. Well, that's because they changed something, right? They changed the way they play, they changed their formation, they changed their tactics, they changed something. When you feel the change, when you feel like, oh no, all of a sudden this AI is just untouchable, or they're just really aggressive all of a sudden and creating stupid chances, have a look at the formation, because you'll notice that is different. And that's because they have then gone aggressive and attacking. And I want to wait until it changes so I can show you what it looks like in game and how you can tell the difference. Now, they do look like they've got 2 attackers now, so I wonder if they've actually changed already. They've still got 2 wingers and 1 striker. So they haven't made the change just yet. We'll wait again until the 75th, maybe 80th minute before we have another look. That was a terrible pass, but it doesn't really matter at this stage either. We're 3-1 up already. Okay, so they played a long ball. So now it's hard for me to say that they're not already on ultra attacking and super aggressive. It just depends on... So here's a fake shot. That's going to work. There we go. Man, Akinfenwa just doesn't have the pace. The fake shot works. It stuns the defender. It's literally like a stun. Imagine in like a different game like God of War I've been playing recently, and you can stun the people that you fight, right? In FIFA, it's the same. You do a fake shot past them, and it just stuns them. It stuns them to the point where they just stand still for a second, and it allows you to get past them. Let's see if we can do it again. No, we can't. Alright, now they've changed formation. So I actually saw there, see how they had 4 players up front. I want to show you this now, because the formation is going to be different. There you go. See how they're now 3-4-3? I don't think we can play this formation. I don't think as a human user, you can set your team up like that. But now they've got 3 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 3 attackers. Which means they are on a super aggressive all-out attack. So now what I'll do is I'll give them corners. Because what you'll see is, when they get a corner, they will have everybody up front. Look on the mini-map. They've got one guy down by the halfway line. So see what I'm doing. I'm running my Dennis Bergkamp away. Henderson's got it, and now Henderson's going to punt it to Bergkamp. And as long as Bergkamp can shrug off this defender, there we go, he's through. This should ultimately result in a goal. The fake shot stop inside, as effective as ever. Ryan Sessegnon evades the tackles. Okay, I couldn't quite get through the last tackle. If Bergkamp was not Bergkamp, basically, if that was Henry instead of Bergkamp, he would have had the pace to burst away from Dennis Bergkamp, from that defender, and that would have been a goal 100%. But now I know I'm just in a position where I'm guaranteed to win this game, right? So we win the ball again, we give them a corner again, and I think after the 85th minute, I think the goalkeeper starts coming up as well. Yeah, so there's no goalkeeper there just now. You'll see me again pick Dennis Bergkamp. I'll start running down the line. Goalkeeper will get the ball. We'll punt it up to Bergkamp, and that one's gone directly out of play. Right, if I could have actually kept that in bounds, Bergkamp would have been away for an easy goal there. Now, when we give them a corner, and you're only looking to win, right? So if you wanted to, you could just pass the ball around and just dead out the game, right? It's not a problem. But if you're looking to get good points so that you can actually go up the ranks, goals are the most important aspects of points. But they're going to have their goalkeeper in there now. So once again, we're going to take Dennis Bergkamp. We're going to run him down this right-hand side. Hopefully we win the loose ball. Well, if their keeper actually scores, wow, the keeper actually got a shot off. So we're going to get another quarter. Okay, it's not. There we go. It's Fernando. I thought it was going to be. Hopefully, it was going to be Henri. But ball comes in, header comes out. There's Henderson, and they're not running. It's probably because I'm on balance. But we're going to play the ball out wide. Here is Henri, and this should be a goal for us. There's one in. Akinfenwa, Vardy, Akinfenwa. He's away. Akinfenwa, he's put it wide again. He's dragged it wide. That's the second time he's dragged a shot wide today. He could have had 4 goals here today, but he's only picked up the 2, sorry. But honestly, dudes, it's so easy to beat the AI, even on legendary difficulty. I'm going to be real with you guys. I find it more challenging to beat the AI on world class than I do on legendary, just because of the way the way the AI is manipulated and the way you handle the actual AI themselves. So there we have it. That is it. An easy 3-1 win on legendary difficulty. We'll pick up about 2,000 points for that. 2 goals for Akinfenwa and an assist, which is nice. But yeah, domination. Great passing, great possession, great chances. We really should have scored more goals as well. 2,100 points, which would be nice straight off the bat. If you had to win 4 games and you did it quite like that, you would have around 8,000 to 9,000 points. And 8,000 to 9,000 points right now would get you about gold 3. By the end of the week, maybe silver 2. But that would still get you a couple of extra packs and such, just for your troubles of playing squad battles to get the card. And that, guys, is going to unlock the Carlos Lopez Team of the Season card. And his in-game stats, first things first, 5'9" is okay for a striker. 4-star weak foot is very nice. 3-star skill moves is a bit okay, but not the best, but it's definitely usable. His work rates are definitely interesting. Medium high for a striker is a little confusing, but there it is. In terms of in-games, pace and acceleration are very good, or acceleration and sprint speed are very good. Finishing, shot power, attacking, positioning, very good. Passing and vision are very nice. Curve is a little bit poor, so your finesse shots are not going to be the best. His balance and agility are very nice. Ball control and dribbling are also very nice, and his composure is reasonable. I'd definitely say that. It's not ideal, but it's reasonable. His stamina's okay. Aggression and jumping, very nice. Heading is quite nice too. And then his reactions are quite low. I'd say the only 2 real negatives to this card are the reactions and the reactions and the curve are the only 2 real negatives, and potentially the work rate. So you might have to set him to get him behind in your player instructions. But for a free Team of the Season card for just playing 4 squad battles games or winning 4 squad battles games, this is fantastic. And that, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.